here to celebrate a pillar of the community. So what I first wanted to do was define a pillar. And for those of you who don't know what a pillar is, it's often in front of a building. No, I'm just kidding. There's two. That's the noun version. More importantly, the action version, when we looked it up, said to provide or strengthen from within. So when we looked at what a pillar was and what we need in our community, it's people who set the stage before us, who allow the community that we're in to be great and for us to do great things behind them on the heels or stand on their shoulders and do it. So celebrating a pillar of the community today as we are really becomes a great meaning, and I'm very humbled to be able to do that and bring that today. A couple of things I'd like to talk about is maybe do a quick introduction. You might have noticed that the logo has changed a little bit. We are the MT, the Mequon Thiensville Community Foundation now. So you're going to see that as well. Because we are together. So we are together. We appreciate that. Now the Thiensville, the Pillars of the Community was rolled out in May 25th. The Pillars of the Community Award was 2012, I think, was the very first one. And it's to recognize outstanding citizens who made a difference. So what we'd like to who we'd like to celebrate today is Gregory Sandy Custers. Could you stand up? Yes, please. Who knows this man right here? Thank you, Sandy. I appreciate it. So a few of the people here as well. Sandy's family will be joining us today. First of all, I'm going to go with daughter Susie Kuhn from South Carolina. And in 2 weeks from Whitefish Bay. Raise your hand. Right? This is where we're going to ask you to give a speech. You want to? I'm just kidding, Susie. I just want to mess with you. Sorry. As well, daughter Lynn and husband Tony Jewett from Deep Haven, Minnesota. Good deal. And I did a little bit of geography. That is right somewhere in Minnesota. Daughter Betsy, husband Jeff Kivitz from Northbrook, Illinois. Raise your hand. Excellent. That's somewhere south of the border. We also have Sandy's brother, Peter, and wife Heidi Custer from Soldiers Grove, Wisconsin. Awesome. Thank you very much. Thanks for coming as well. Unable to attend is his wife Jean right now, and also son Peter and wife Alex from Chicago, so they couldn't make it. Oh, wait, hold on. Well, then I've been completely misinformed. So there is a surprise. They're both here. It's great to see you. So actually, Jean, maybe wave to everybody. That's awesome. That's awesome. And also Peter and wife Alex here from Chicago, thank you. Thanks for coming as well. We appreciate that. It's such a special honor for us to be able to do here. And what I want to do as well is to recognize some of the past pillars of the community that are here today, which is Carl Hertz. If you could stand up and wave. Thank you, Carl. We appreciate it. Dean Reinecke, representing the Reinecke family. Thank you. Stan Smith. Stan, thank you very much. Wally and Don Summer. There they are. Thank you. Also, Pam Stark, who we were able to honor last year. Pam? Okay, perfect. Well, I want to start a celebration in kind of a heartfelt welcome with all the folks here, but I also want to ask that you hold your applause because I'm actually going to read from the list of sponsors. So first of all, I'm going to say this, or actually not sponsors, those who are in attendance that we'd like to recognize, I should say. City of Mequon Mayor Andrew Nurbin. There we go, perfect, thank you very much. Village of Thiensville President Van Mobley. Awesome, Van. Deputy Chief Kurt Zellman representing the Mequon Fire Department. Dr. Matthew Joint, our superintendent of our schools. Fabulous. Tina Schwant, who's also from our Chamber of Commerce. Where is she? Is she here today? There she is, way in the back over there. Awesome, awesome. And Alberta Darling. She did not. Okay, good, never mind. We appreciate her as well, although she wasn't able to make it in our attendance, which is kind of fun. So two things I want to do in here as well. I also have a book club typically, and I share that with you guys during this. I want to share that quick before I introduce our president, Lori Lorenz. But there's a book that's really trusted and inspired me. It's called Trust and Inspire, super simple to remember. Anybody here heard of Stephen M.R. Covey? So he's the son of Stephen Covey. So we got this book about 2 months before it came out. It's been phenomenal. It's a game changer in life. So what I wanted to do is offer, we're going to actually hand a few of these out on your comment card if you'd like. If you'd like a book, let us know. But we're going to be doing a book club with some of the leaders of the community and those in the community who'd like to about Trust and Inspire, because it's what our community needs to set more pillars and examples like Sandy. So I wanted to say that's on there as well. And with a moment to reflect, this is for you. At the bottom of your sheet, I want to ask a question, which is, who has trusted you and inspired you? More importantly, do they know the difference that that has made in your life? If they don't, take this as an opportunity to reach out and let them know your gratitude. So those are a couple things I wanted to share, if you will. You can go ahead and take a moment, but with no further ado, what I'd like to do is bring up Lori Lorenz, the president of the Mequon Thiensville Community Foundation, and have her introduce the rest of the program. Thank you, Lori.
Thanks, Chris. Hello and welcome, everyone. It is so wonderful to see so many supporters and family and friends of Sandy here today. As Chris mentioned, I am Lori Lorenz, the president of the Mequon Thiensville Community Foundation, and I have the privilege of recognizing all of our sponsors and volunteers. And in the meantime, I was going to say, you can start serving the food. Clap. So your support means the world to our foundation. And we're going to have some fun with this because there's so many people to thank. And we're going to begin with our title sponsor. And when I name your table, hoot and holler. This is going to be a competition. Thank you, title sponsor, Gentian Financial. So we have 14 table sponsors, so in order to save some time, I'm just going to read your names alphabetically, but I want each table to hoot and holler, but everyone else save their applause to the end. Here we go. The Marianne and Bill Arp table. The Buning Gannon table. Tim and Kathy Carr table. Gathering on the Green table. Mary and Ted Kellner's table. Lori and Eric Lorenz's table. Now, the Thiensville Mequon Noon Rotary Club, 4 tables. Richmond Investment Services table. Schaefer Developments table. Spectrum Investment Advisors table. Ann and Joe Wensler's table. Well done. All right, everyone, thank you, table sponsors. That was great. So something new this year, we also have sponsors towards decorations, desserts, media, and the shuttle. So I'm going to name, if you just want to wave while I give your name, and we'll hold the applause to the end. Decorations, the Custer Children. Dessert, Village BP. All right. Media, Kelvin Foundation. And the Valet Shuttle, Crux Commercial Partners. Thank you for your support. Yeah, now everyone can clap. Thank you. As you know, it takes a village to create this beautiful event, and I would also like to thank our in-kind sponsors. So just wave when I say your name. Gathering on the Green, stage and musician. Gifford Video, the videographer. Jean Hill, the photographer. Diane Lane, invitation and program design. Mequon Smile, table giveaways. Michael Nelson, parking and media. He's hiding behind there. Philip Lithography Company for the printing of the invitations and the life-size cutouts, which hopefully everyone has taken the chance to sign. It's over by the bar. Give them your well wishes. Push to Start Productions for the Mequon Thiensville Community Foundation video. Verts Marketing for social media, email, and website. Thanks, Tim. Young Professionals, all of the raffle volunteers that are roaming around. Thank you, in-kind sponsors. And I would be remiss to not recognize all of the people who make our foundation and the community the gem it is. Their names are all listed in the program. So I'm just going to ask each group to stand as you are able until I'm done naming the groups, and we will all applaud then. So will our advisory board members stand? That's Sandy, Stan, Tim, Dean, thank you. Will our giving advisory team members stand? Thank you. Will our current MTCF board members and committee members please stand? Will our Pillars of the Community committee members stand? Mary, Diane, everyone that's been helping, Dan. So it takes a village. We're well represented in the community. Thank you for your volunteering. And lastly, we are very honored to recognize our founding Legacy Club members. We just started the club this year, and all donors who donate or commit to donating $10,000 or more now or in the future are eligible to become a member. If you are interested in joining to make our community a better place to live, work, and play, you can contact me or any board member, or go online, or use the donation cards that are in your program. The founding legacy member names are in the program, and we have at least half of you here today, so I would love to have you stand to show, to give us your thanks. So please, don't be shy. Thank you. The Renslers, there's a lot of people. Thank you, Tim, Sandy, Dan, okay. They're being shy, but I would like to thank you for your wonderful commitment to our foundation. So now I would like to show you a 6-minute video highlighting some of Mequon Thiensville Community Foundation's recent impact stories in the community. So Michael, please turn on the video and enjoy your lunch while you watch the show.
Thank you, MCF.
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 The Mequon Community Foundation was founded in 1999 to enhance the quality of life in Mequon. In April 2022, the board voted unanimously to become the Mequon Thiensville Community Foundation and is now MTCF.
The Village of Thiensville is in the center of Mequon, and many of its residents have donated to and benefited from our grants. We look forward to enhancing the quality of life in both of our communities. MTCF. Same mission, same passionate board, larger impact.
MCF was proud to be a sponsor toward the Mequon Thiensville Gateway sign, which shows this new camaraderie between the two communities. MTCF will continue to focus on its 3 pillars: municipalities, parks and recreation, and historical. MTCF held a community tent during the Gathering on the Green concerts of July 2021 to raise money for 2 e-bikes for the Mequon Police Department.
With the money from the Mequon Community Foundation, we were able to purchase 2 new e-bikes and revitalize the bike unit. The bikes allow us to get to a location that you can't reach with a squad car.
Our community is designed with a lot of back areas that allow for nature and for enjoyment of outdoor activities, and this lets us get into those places to have contact with the community.
We raised funds for the new transitional canine officer, Duke. The canine unit is not only utilized in Mequon and Thiensville, but also in neighboring communities.
Without MCF, the K-9 unit would not exist. We are pretty much completely funded through them. My whole entire squad back there is outfitted by MCF. Milwaukee County, Washington County, Sheboygan County. We're called to all these different places to utilize their special skill sets. There's only so many dogs out there, and without the Mequon Community Foundation, without the K-9 unit being funded through them, we wouldn't be able to keep all these communities safe.
MTCF helped raise money for the Mequon Fire Department at the 2021 Taste of Mequon. MTCF granted funds for 3 Zoll auto pulse devices.
So once we identify that someone has suffered a cardiac arrest and that their heart isn't beating, we'll automatically know to bring in the auto pulse. That's part of our operational plan. In 2021, we had 9 return of spontaneous circulations where the auto pulse was deployed. That comes out to 43% of the cases where we use the auto pulse to get circulation back and to get the patient's heart beating again. The auto pulse has helped us exceed the national average by nearly 3 times.
MTCF made grants for 14 discovery kits and the calming room at the Mequon Thiensville Library.
The calming room was funded by the Mequon Community Foundation. It is wonderful. We have some different things that offer lights that look like stars in the sky. If they like tactile items that they can touch, they can feel different things, they can help center the children and let them know that the library is for them.
With the help of the Mequon Community Foundation, Mequon Nature Preserve was able to purchase 4-seater UTV, which really allows our staff, our interns to get out on the land quite efficiently and safely to do all the amazing restoration projects that we have to do. Really the significance that Mequon Nature Preserve has on the area around us is we're in the division of 2 watersheds. Our property really affects the Little Menominee and also the Milwaukee River. So everything that we do on this property is really affecting everyone else downstream. It improves water quality, improves habitat, so we really have a big impact on the whole Milwaukee area.
Our grants assisted in the purchase of baseball fencing for 2 fields at the River Barn Park. MTCF grants supported the Ozaki Youth Hockey Association that plays in the Ozaki Ice Center in Mequon, a real gem of the community. Grants from MTCF added a portable stage, sound system, and lighting for gathering on the green. Support from the community flows through MTCF for the development of safe, off-road paved bike paths throughout Mequon, headed by a dedicated and growing group of citizens to privately fund a network of off-road pedestrian bike trails. Just this April, MTCF, along with the MT Trails Foundation, sponsored the first annual Celebrate Trails event to bring awareness to the cause. MTCF granted funds for the continued restoration of the Jonathan Clark House. The house is a unique architectural and historical treasure from 1848. We granted funds for a computer and scanner to the Mequon Thiensville Historical Society. This allows them to take their show on the road in an effort to inspire an appreciation for our rich local history. MTCF's all-volunteer board and its community members work year-round, raising money to fund all of our grants. Their monies are held with strategic partners that advise MTCF in making thoughtful, skillful, and high-quality choices to professionally invest and manage funds until they are granted back to the community. MTCF is aided by their giving advisory team of local financial, legal, and wealth advisors. Our new advisory board, full of seasoned local community members, provides an outside perspective on strategic topics, problems, opportunities, and questions. You can help contribute to MTCF's mission to enhance the quality of life in Mequon and Thiensville by joining our Legacy Club by making a gift to the foundation now or in the future of $10,000 or more. We invite you to attend MTCF's signature fundraiser event, The Pillars of the Community. This event is held every June to honor a resident or friend of the Mequon Thiensville community. Recipients of the award have had a significant and lasting impact. on making their community a great place to live and work. Help us help your community. Donate today and come along for the ride.
As noted in the video, our foundation is excited of the work we're doing in the community. And in honor of Sandy, donations received today will be designated to the Bike and Pedestrian Path Fund to promote safe off-road bike paths throughout the communities of Mequon and Thiensville. There is a brochure in your program that tells you more about the first phase of the project. So please purchase your raffle tickets. We have the young professionals that will come walking around now. And in case you didn't get a chance to purchase a 50-50 raffle ticket so that we can raise money for the bike path. It is a project near and dear to Sandy's heart. We're all beneficiaries of the time and talent you have so passionately given throughout the years. You are a true pillar of our community. And just looking at this turnout shows how many supporters and family and friends that you have inspired. I hope that you have all enjoyed reading Sandy's bio and pictures in the program that highlights Sandy's impact as a pilot in the Air Force and National Guard at Marquette's School of Dentistry, his 30-year dental profession in the now historic Jonathan Clark House, his significant involvement in the Homestead High School Booster Club and orchestra programs, serving on the Board of Education at the Mequon-Thiensville High School and the Education Foundation Board, the Mequon Nature Preserve Board, the Gathering on the Green Board, the Mequon Park Board, the first chairman of Mequon Landmarks Commission, the president of the Thiensville Mequon Noon Rotary Club and the Rotary Foundation, and he was instrumental in creation of Rotary Park and Town Center Gateway. Really, Sandy, what have you been doing? But here are a few more interesting things I learned about Sandy. He was born and raised in Madison. He received a Bachelor of Science in Zoology from the University of Wisconsin-Madison, and it was a walk-on for their football team, and he was the president of Phi Gamma Delta while there. Then he moved to Mequon in 1975, where he and his wife, Jean, raised their 4 beautiful children who all went to Mequon-Thiensville School and who have blessed them with 10 grandchildren. Is that right? Sandy has received countless awards, but one I wanted to highlight is his National Jefferson Award. This is an award who annually recognizes only 5 individuals from across the country who are performing extraordinary public service in their local communities. Well done, Sandy. But that's not the real Sandy. So there's a couple of Sandy's longtime friends who can add a little more color to Sandy's life. So let's start with Stan Smith. Have at him, Stan.
Well, thank you, Lori. It's a real privilege to be able to say a few words about Sandy Custer. And he's sitting right here, straight in front of me. And frankly, it's hard to say just a few words about Sandy, and the only advice I got from him was keep it short. So I'll try to do that. I met Sandy when I moved here with my family from Appleton in 1977. 45 years ago. Having previously been a Rotarian in 2 other Wisconsin cities, I was fortunate to be able to join the Thiensville Mequon Rotary Club. And soon I met Sandy. Sandy impressed me immediately, just a real nice guy who I wanted to get to know better. I thought he'd been in the club forever, but I found out he just came the year before I did. So we needed a dentist. So we made the right choice with my wife and 3 kids all going to Dr. Custer. Sandy had a great chairside manner, even though it was a little hard to carry on a 2-way conversation with a dentist when your mouth is propped open. When I visit the Jonathan Clark House Museum, I still recognize the ceiling that was above that chair. Now, when you read Sandy's bio, you understand he has been a leader and ranked near the top in any endeavor where he has been involved. However, Sandy is a very honest guy, and sometimes additional information is received. Recently, we Thiensville-Mequon Rotarians were assisting as part of our annual sponsorship of the Homestead High School induction of new members into the National Honor Society. As we watched this large group of honor students assemble with their families, several of us got in a conversation about whether we old-timers had been part of our high school honor society. A couple of us made positive comments, and then Sandy shared with us that he attended a private high school in Madison and ranked 63rd in his class. A class of 64. He just said that's true. Yeah. So I think we've all had a chance to read the glowing chronology of Sandy's lifetime achievements. Did you see anything about this rather modest academic record from high school in the invitation to this event, in the news graphic, in the Mequon Beacon, or in today's program that's on our table? I didn't either. So how did Sandy turn the corner after high school? Well, we concluded that it had a lot to do with him being swept off his feet, being a beautiful young co-ed at UW-Madison named Gene Wells. So when we suggested that to Sandy in that conversation, he did seem to agree, a little reluctantly, but so Gene, I just commend you for what you've been able to do with Sandy, although there are a couple of areas though that are still a work in progress, right? So Sandy's always been a very modest guy. We knew he had some weekends where he served in the Air National Guard and some summer camp commitments, but never really knew about his active duty and service in Vietnam. He just didn't talk about it, and only in later years did we realize the extent of his service. However, it didn't take too long to know he was a Badger. If you were going to be Sandy's friend and didn't go to UW-Madison, you soon had to convert. And I found myself at least buying a red UW cap. So Sandy's the go-to guy in our Rotary Club. He's always exemplified the Rotary motto of service above self. When he volunteers for a project, and that happens a lot, he is a leader, but also is the middle of the roll up the sleeves work involved. Sandy, it's great to see your wonderful family here with you. I really haven't had a chance to go around and say hello. I know how proud you and Gene are of them. And Gene, looking back all these years, this is a chance to publicly thank you for all your parents did for this community and for bringing Sandy to Mequon to continue these traditions. We really thank you. So, yeah. So Sandy, looking right at you here, boy. It's great to see you receive this recognition and for your many friends and family to have this opportunity to share this occasion with you. I salute the MTCF board for your selection that has resulted in this turnout today. You make a great pillar, Sandy, and I'm privileged to be your friend. Congratulations. And now I want to invite another very good friend of Sandy's and traveling companion, Tim Carr. Where are you, Tim? Right here.
Thank you, Steph. Nice to meet you. I hope I'm nicer than Stan. Wow. I'm here to speak about Sandy, and speak about friendships, because it says I'm a friend of Sandy's. But the fact of the matter is, before I started this talk, Sandy gave me 2 words of advice. Be brief and speak slowly. But of course, with me, that is a very difficult situation, because Sandy knows full well that I normally speak at 300 to 400 words per minute with gusts up to 700. Are you ready? You've got 2 ears, only got 1 mouth. Let's go. All right. I want to start off with a serious note. I'm going to quote Charles Darwin, and I'm going to read it because I want to make it right. A man's friendships are one of the best ways to measure his worth. A man's friendships are one of the best ways to measure his worth. As I look around this room and see the friends that this guy has accumulated, it is awesome. It gives a true measure of the worth of a man like Sandy Custer. Congratulations, Sandy. This is phenomenal. Another thing that has been alluded to, but if you're friends of Sandy's, as we all are almost, I would like to see a smile. Let me see your smiles. Huh? I see some smiles out there. And the fact of the matter is, and it's been alluded to, Sandy was responsible for creating and maintaining many of those smiles for 35 years, as Jonathan Clark said. And we thank him for that too. That was terrific. Now I'm going to get to the personal side, a little story about, some of you may not know about Sandy, from many years ago. It was 40 or some years ago, and Sandy was home, and Kathy was stopping by to drop something off for Jean. Not knowing Sandy was not home, she rang the doorbell, and Sandy answered the door with the doorknob in one hand and a vacuum cleaner in the other. Well, let me tell you right now, the word spread like wildfire. The world's greatest husband. Oh my God. Well, let me tell you something. Sandy's girlfriend's husband weren't quite as wild about that story as they were, if you know what I mean. But after Sandy, after 40-some years, I think most of them have forgiven you for that one, all right? We did mention Jean, and I just want you to know that, and it has been mentioned, to me, she's a great friend, but she's a mother of these wonderful children. She's a pillar behind Sandy. She's a great sub-pillar, and I can't say enough wonderful things about you, but Stan, you did a great job honoring Jean. Let me tell you a little something about the serious side of Sandy. This is given the side of who the guy he really is. The Rotary has 4 tables here, and that's an amazing accomplishment. And the fact of the matter is that everyone in that Rotary knows that Sandy Custer is the soul of the Thiensville-Mequon Rotary. He's involved in almost everything they do. He's absolutely phenomenal. A couple of quick examples. The Rotary's been around since 1937, and they have many, many senior members. Well, one of the members was George Whitty. He was 101 years of age. George obviously had a hard time getting to the Rotary meetings on Tuesdays. Sandy would pick him up and take him home every week after week. He just is that kind of guy. In fact, just recently, what's his name? Jack Weezy, one of our other fellow members who just passed away 3 or 4 months ago. Sandy, whenever Jack couldn't get to the meetings, Sandy was picking up. He's just that kind of guy. He's terrific. Let me give you another idea of the commitment that he has to his family. This is a story that takes place back on December the 9th, 2005. It involves Jean's dad, Loyal Wells. Loyal's favorite relative in his lifetime was his twin sister, Lucille, who lived in Milton, Wisconsin. Thank you, Gene. So, what Sandy did was he took a day off from work, picked up Oil and drove him to Milton, Wisconsin to have a day with Lucille. They spent the whole day. Lucille's daughter made dinner for them. Sandy brought him home that night. Sandy had a wonderful, wonderful time. 1 week later, on the 16th of December, 2005, Loyal passed away at the age of 89. But Sandy made those last days very special for him. At this point, I'd just like to say this on behalf of myself and all my friends that are here and you. I would like to say how honored we are to be able to announce that Sandy is indeed our pillar of the community, and he deserves all the credit he gets. Thank you very much, Sandy. I'm ending right now with some advice for all of you that I got from Sandy, and here's what it is. When I talked to him on the telephone, and he doesn't like talking on the telephone, okay. When you're talking to Sandy on the telephone, you hear the words okie dokie, that means the conversation is over. Well, Sandy, this is for you. It's okie dokie time. Congratulations to you.
Thank you, Tim. That was great. Thank you, Stan. Some great insight into you, Sandy. Now I would like you to come up on stage. On behalf of the Mequon Thiensville Community Foundation and all of your supporters, family, and friends, it is my honor to present you the 2022 Pillars of the Community Award. Thank you.
I wanted them to be short so I could be long. I want to thank the foundation for this award and for the many volunteers that made this event happen today. This is an unbelievable organization, and I have to say the foundation is in great hands. The entire board is terrific, hardworking, and dedicated to making our community a better place to live, work, and play. I'm so happy it's now the Mequon Thiensville Community Foundation. I've always felt that what's good for Mequon is good for Thiensville, and what's good for Thiensville is good for Mequon. Then, that makes me a pillar of Thiensville. Carl Hertz was a pillar of Mequon, a Thiensville resident, and he got to be a pillar, so I get to be a pillar for Thiensville. Today is a celebration of community. If you look at all the things that I've been involved in over the years, you'll see that I've never been the Lone Ranger. Year after year, I've had mentors, colleagues, and friends showing me the way. Friends like Stan Smith, Carl Hertz, and Connie Potc have set high standards for me to follow. Many people are here today that have shown me the way over various things in the number of years, and there's no way I can credit you all at this event, but you know who you are, and you know how grateful I am. My most important mentor was my father-in-law, Loyal Wells. A quiet man, when he spoke, I listened. When 3 Rotarians met with the mayor and the city administrator of Mequon for the first discussion about a Mequon Rotary Park, I proposed a 5-acre parcel where we could create several soccer fields. Connie Potc, then mayor, said if you're going to build a park, it needs to be big enough for the whole city to gather. On the way out of the meeting, Loyal turned to me and said, "We can do that." And with a lot of help from a lot of people, we did it. It was done by the community. The greatest impact on my life has been from my wife, Jean. We met almost exactly 55 years ago this week. From day one, she was a great influence as I was smitten. Our marriage has also been a balancing act. At one point, I was doing dentistry 4 days a week, flying in the Air Guard 2 days, and we had 4 children in a home. Jean would juggle her schedule, working nights, weekends, and holidays so she could maintain her career as an intensive care nurse at Children's Hospital. We have 4 great children, all making us very proud. All were K through 12 in the Mequon-Thiensville schools, all well prepared for college and life, and all extremely grateful for the opportunities the schools and our community provided. Again, it was community. I'm so pleased this event is at Shelley's. The Shelley family is an incredible team and a wonderful community asset. Thank you all for being here. Those of us that are lucky enough to live in Mequon and Thiensville live in a great community. Thank you.
Thanks, Sandy. We now have the volunteers from the Young Professionals to tell you a bit about their organization and to pick the raffle winners. So if you want to bring the raffle container up, we can put it right on this table.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mike McDonald, and I am a co-chair of the Mequon-Thiensville Young Professionals. And on behalf of our committee, Sandy, we congratulate you on a wonderful honor and well-deserved. I have to say, we were probably bugging you all today with the 50-50 raffle, but what an honor it is for our young professionals to be here and listen to the message and the work that you've done over a lifetime. I think every young professional should be in this room today, so it was a great honor for us as well. We have an upcoming event for the young professionals a week from today, and it's an opportunity to take time and receive mentoring from our community leaders as well. So if you know a young professional, please share that, have them register, and take advantage of the many opportunities that the young professionals have within our community. So thank you. And now, Sandy, we'll invite you up to do the 50-50 raffle. You're gonna have to put your tickets away. The total received through your donations was $1,940. So the winner's prize will be $970. So let me spin this. Have your tickets out. And the winning ticket number is 01841221. We have our winner. We have Gary. Gary, here's your winning. And Gary is going to be donating that back to the community. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you again. Additionally, Chris, we're going to be pulling 2 raffle tickets, I believe, for those books. Would you like to come up? Keep your tickets out. You have a chance to win one of those books. And the winning ticket is 01841244. 01841244. Here we are. We have one more to draw. And our last winning ticket is 01840677. There you are. Is it really? Sandy wins it. Sandy.
This has not been a fix, I guarantee.
I promise. Congratulations again, Sandy, and thank you all to those that played in the 50-50 and contributed to the foundation. Thank you.
And we didn't do too bad. It's just a little after 1 o'clock. We do have the centerpieces to give away. And we are going to do that in honor of Sandy's birthday, which I believe is April 30th. Is that correct, Sandy? April 28th. Okay. Whoever has a birthday closest to that date at every table can take the flowers with them today. Thank you for coming.